Good morning, this is Marshall Wright at Decker Wright Corporation, and today's video is going to go through the setup of users for multi-factor authentication in Office 365. There are a number of things that we need to go over for multi-factor in Office 365 that impacts the implementation for users. First thing is the implementation can be set up on a per user basis, and as that user is set up, the authentication methods for multi-factor authentication need to get selected. Foremost among these are the need to set up special authentication codes for applications like Outlook and smartphones that require strictly usernames and passwords for authentication. And there is a process in the multi-factor authentication to handle that. So to begin the process, you have to log on as an administrator for the Office 365 tenant. Go in as an administrator, and we're going to pick the users. We're going to illustrate how to do this with a single user here. Here is the individual deck we're going to pick on today, and we're going to activate multi-factor authentication. So if you go into the user properties in Office 365, go to the bottom, Manage Multi-Factor Authentication. You'll see the screen change to the multi-factor authentication page. You find the user on the page. You can see his current state for multi-factor authentication is disabled. We're going to enable it, enable multi-factor authentication, and close. And you'll now see that his state for multi-factor authentication is enabled. So we're going to log out of our current session, and we're going to log back in with him. Now, while all of this is happening, the multi-factor authentication for Microsoft can use Microsoft Authenticator, which works like Google Authenticator, as an application running on your smartphone. If the application is running and you go to authenticate, the authentication will push out to the smartphone and you simply click approve to log in. Otherwise, the other authentication methods are send a text message with a 6-digit code, or it will actually call your cell phone to confirm authentication of you trying to log in. So now we're going to log in as Deck, so you can see what that process looks like. Okay, we're logged in. Okay, so the first time you log in after multi-factor authentication is activated, you're going to get this screen. So process-wise, you activate multi-factor authentication for the user. The next thing you have to do is log in as the user and get the multi-factor authentication process set up for the user. Okay, we're going to go in next. All right, so how are we going to do authentication for DEC? We're going to do authentication with a office phone, or let's see, authentication phone. It's in the United States. The phone is 732-233-0520. We're going to have it send a text message. But if you notice in the options here, one of them is mobile app. So you could pick mobile app as the primary method. If the mobile app fails, it will give you opportunities to push a text message out or do the phone call to the number that's listed here. But we're going to pick authentication phone. We're going to send a text message to that phone. The next thing we're going to do is click. It's going to send a verification code out. We'll get the verification code and enter the verification code in. Hold on, I'm going to go get the verification phone. Alright, so I've got the text message with the verification phone number. It's going to verify it. And that verification will provide the connection to multi-factor authentication. So the setup for multi-factor authentication is completed for DEC at this point. And you notice here, keep using your existing application. Some apps like Outlook, Apple Mail, Microsoft Office can't use the phone to secure your account. To use apps, you'll need to create new app passwords to use in place of your work password account to learn more. So I'm going to show you how to do that at this point. So again, we've logged in as DEC. And up here, where you see him appear, you click on it and you go to My Account. In My Account, you go to Security and Privacy. From Security and Privacy, you go to add or change your security verification settings, and then all the way at the bottom, create and manage your app passwords. Now at this point, you would create a new password for whatever the application is. So let's say it's for Outlook. So Outlook, DEC's Outlook at this point is broken because it does not have this special password. So we're going to create a new password, click Next, and it creates this long gobbledygook password. So best practice is we're going to commit this to the clipboard. I'm actually going to start up Notepad. Here's Notepad. I'm going to take a copy of this. I'm going to put it in Notepad so I have it. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to click Close. Now once you click Close, you cannot go back and look at that password. It's a one and done password. If you have it in Notepad and save it, then you can reuse it. But if you don't save it, the only thing you can do is create a new password. Passwords are unique to the application or the device that they're applied to. So if this person has Outlook and they have a smartphone, they need two of these passwords, one for the smartphone and one for Outlook. The way you use them is these passwords replace their Office 365 passwords when they're authenticating. So when the Outlook pop-up window pops up for a username and password, you put the username, which is their email address. You use this password in place of their regular Office 365 password, and you save it. And that will log them in, and that will complete the connection for Outlook. Same is true for the mobile devices. Mobile device, it's email address, and it's this password now, not their Office 365 password, that will make the connection for them. Okay, that's really important to understand. Each device has its own secret password generated this way. Outlook has its own password generated this way. Some applications like Teams work through Office 365, so they will do the multi-factor authentication. Luckily, they cache the values, so once you log in that way, once with the desktop app, it'll keep that information. But it does require additional setup. It does require being logged in as the user in order to get to this screen to generate these codes in order to attach them. That's it for the setup of multi-factor authentication for Office 365.